As a Nigerian farmer who is planning to cultivate this year, 2026, there are some certain crops you have to be very, very careful with. Uh, it's not because those crops are bad or those crops are evil. It's because of government policy. And last year, 2025, people that cultivate those crops are crying now because of government policy. So now, the issue with these crops, they are mostly arable crops, and I'm going to list them out. Crops like rice, maize, soya bean, cowpea, and millet. Wheat, particularly. Wheat, rice, soya bean, maize. These four cereals. If you want peace of mind for yourself, you have to be very, very strategic if you want to go into their production. In Nigeria of today, if you want to go into their production, if you want to cultivate them this year, you have to be very, very careful. You have to be very, very strategic. Left to me, I will even advise you to stay away from them for now. And the reason is because of government policy. One of the worst thing any farmer can do to him or herself is to pitch yourself against government policy, particularly when you are a smallholder farmer. Now, the government policy around these crops is that these crops are under importing list, and government is supporting, is providing foreign exchange to people, to big importers to import these crops, these food items. And the reason behind this is that government want to make food surplus. And if you look at it, these are common staple foods: rice, wheat, maize, soya beans. These four crops. Now, what government understand is that when they import these crops, these are crops we eat daily. Wheat in our spaghetti, wheat in our bread, rice, everybody eat rice, maize, everybody eat maize, soya bean, we eat soya beans a lot. So now, government is importing them and is providing support for people to import them into the country to drive down hunger, to drive down the price of food item in the country. Now, you as a smallholder farmer, if you want to go ahead and still cultivate this crop, you might find it very, 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 very difficult to make money. And that is why people that cultivated these crops last year are counting their losses now. Because whenever food item comes from developed country, particularly USA or wherever, all these developed country, they are the leader in production, particularly soybean maize. Now, whenever they import food item from these developed countries into Nigeria, they are usually 3 times or 2 times cheaper than what the local farmer would want to sell. And the reason is very, very simple. These countries have higher technology. They have better inputs, better chemical fertilizer, better fertilizer. Do you get it? Better seeds. And so therefore, a farmer in USA, if a farmer in USA is growing maize on his farm, the average yield from a USA farmer will be around 9 tons on an hectare. That's the average. You can see some farmers that will have more than that. That's the average, 9 tons per hectare. Come down to Nigeria. Under all this harsh condition, no tractor for you to cultivate your farm, no technology, you have to depend on labor, no irrigation, no machine. Do you get it? Poor seed, poor fertilizer, and so many other things like that. You will hardly come out with 2 to 3 tons. If you come out with 3 tons, people in that community will celebrate you. So how do you want to compete with somebody that is harvesting 9 tons from an hectare and you that you are harvesting 2 tons on an hectare? Definitely, if that person is selling a ton for 100 naira, can you compete to sell a ton 100 naira? It's not possible because that person is harvesting times 3 or even times 4 of what you are harvesting on the same piece of land, on the same size of land. So all these things are simple logic. So the government policy is in that direction. Massive importation of staple food item, maize, soybean, wheat, and rice. So if you don't want to compete in a competition that you will never win, just stay away from all this crop for now. And if you notice, the price of rice, maize, wheat, soybean, everything have dropped in the market. It's not because we are producing it much than before. It's because foreign commodities, foreign imported ones are entering the country, which are far, far more cheaper than what our Nigerian farmers can produce. So if you want to save yourself from crying, if you want to save your stress, kindly do away with all these crops. This is my own candid advice to you. Kindly do away with them and face other crops. We have a whole lot of them: cassava, yam, sweet potato, vegetables, spices, so many other things to worry yourself with. It's not a must you plant maize. It's not a must you grow wheat, rice, soya bean. So this is my own token to you as a fellow farmer. Don't go and enter a competition you will never come out alive. Don't pitch yourself against government policy. Thank you for your time and see you on the next one. I would like to introduce to you, if you have not gotten your copy, Nigerian best-selling oil palm farming book, How to Build Generational Wealth Through Oil Palm Farming in Nigeria. If you want to go into oil palm farming and you want to back yourself with proven knowledge, proven information, this is all what you need. This is a two-in-one book that will guide you on the science and the business of oil palm farming. It's available on seller, it's available in bookshop nationwide, and you can also reach out to me on the number showing you on your screen to have your own copy. The link to get it on seller will be in the description button. I also have another one for people who want to raise their own seedlings, their own oil palm seedlings. Easy step by step on how to raise oil palm seedlings. It's also available on seller. I also have a book, ebook on cocoa farming, on plantain farming, and also on coconut farming. And also I have oil palm farming and processing business plan for people who want a business plan for themselves. So kindly reach out to me on the number showing you on the screen to have a copy of any of my book you need. Thank you for your time and see you on the next one once again. Sheshe.